Hello everyone, welcome to this week's Create with MH. Each week in Create with MH we use a quote and a theme, and this week's quote is going to be, if we are not meant to have midnight snacks, why is there a light in the fridge? And the theme for this week is wild card. So I thought about it a little bit, and I don't know. Food, can we use it in some other way than just eat it? So I have prepared some food items here, and I am going to try to use them in my art. So I would begin by taking a little plate of carrots, and let's see if we can use them. Just going to gently squeeze like this, and it creates a little bit of an orangey feel. Let's see if we can create proper orange, or something like it on the page. Let's take a little bit more down here. And it is actually giving it a little bit more of a orangey feel to the page. And don't you worry, this is going directly into the garbage. I'm not going to eat this, unfortunately, because I do love me some carrots. But I just felt, I'm not going to eat these little bits and pieces. So as you can see, there is a little bit of an orangey tint to this. And of course, as you all know, you get a little orange. And I actually have a funny story when it comes to carrots. I love carrots. And to the point when I was pregnant with our second son, I ate carrots every day. Like many carrots every day. I spoke to my midwife about it. And, she, with the cravings that some of us have during pregnancy, we'll just take food to another level. So I continued with my eating a lot of carrots, especially at the end of the pregnancy, which resulted in me shifting the skin tone, and also my son. They check the skin tone of newborn kids. And so they did with my son, and they couldn't realize, he was under the lamp for his skin tone. He took some tests. There was you know, everything was normal, but they still couldn't understand why his skin was so yellowish, like yellow, orangey yellow. And when I told them I ate a lot of carrots, and I'm not kidding, like bags, you know, literally bags of carrots, then they realized, that might be it. And so it was. So, you know, maybe a week or so into the, when he was a baby, all was normal. But it was kind of funny because there was nothing wrong with him. All the test results were normal and things like that. But it was a bit of a story to tell. So let's see. We are going to use tomato puree for the next one in trying to create something here. And yet again, a little orangey tone, of course. So let's see. I'm not sure about this one. You can definitely see that it works, but it is clumpy with tomato pieces in there. And I'm not using the brush that I like because it is going in the bin, but we will just use this for the fun of it today. I have a little plan in what I want to do, but depending on how this whole thing dries and, you know, things like that, we will see if the end result will be something that I like or not. And as you can see, I was thinking about, you know, putting other colors into this and realized, you know, red tones, such as these ones, are probably kind of the best because they show up. Let's see, even more. Let's see, let's create a tiny bit more here. So there we have some squares on this creation. I am going to use a baby wipe to try to wipe off as much of this tomato puree as possible. And then going into even more red tones, or for this it is going to be pink tones. It is beets. It is a beet salad. We usually eat it with Swedish meatballs. And I'm just going to take a little part on a plate that I have here beside me because I want to save this. I like this a lot, so I want to save as much as possible. but you know, we do need to use some. So we will do that in trying. Hopefully this will create a tint of something. So here we have it. A little bit strange so far, but it is there. You know, one would say, like, you know, sometimes I wish there was like smell vision. You can smell what I'm doing, but I'm not sure in this case. It is definitely a smell, and I'm thinking like this art piece in itself might be a little smelly. So we have it, you know, with a little pink tint here. Maybe make a little bit more pink up here. And then actually go in with the baby white, because I don't want to have the big chunks of tomato paste. I'll just wipe it off a tiny bit. And then the last piece, the last thing that we are going to use, yet again using the baby wipe. We'll just have to take the lid of this. And now going in with cocoa powder. So we have the cocoa powder here. And a little bit of water. Normally you take milk with this. And not, I don't know if it is more of a US thing to take water in it, but this is meant to be used with milk. So here we have the cocoa powdery roofs. So of course I could have gone all the way and make some magnificent type painting, but no, I just wanted to have a little bit of fun. Let's see, a little bit more cocoa. And then create some trees. And again, one more back here. And maybe a couple more. One here. And then I'm going to add in a bigger one here, or even two, just to have something. And then of course we do need to add some structure here to the bottom of the page, going in with more cocoa powder and trying to use this big brush, but I'm not sure. And that one will just continue on into the horizon there. Maybe some type of rocks or something just here. Maybe like a little something just to add in. And then also do some kind of thing here. So here we have part of the creation so far with carrots in the background and tomato puree or paste for the base of the houses, cocoa powder for the details, if you would say the details, and then beet salad, like the pink part. And now I actually need this to dry because I'm going in and defining all the things. So I will be back when this is totally dry. So here we are, and this has dried, and I'm just going in to make some little markings, you know, just a tiny. So here we have the food art creation, and you can do art with food items, clearly. It doesn't have the smelly tint to it now when it's dry. Some of you might wonder about that. So, yep, here it is. And if you want to join in doing your version of this week's quote, use the hashtag CreateWithMH so that it will be easier for me and Heather to find your creation. I will link Heather's channel down below in the description box, so don't forget about visiting her channel and look at this week's creation there. Have a beautiful weekend, everyone. Bye.